Welcome back, my great viewers, to another exciting and fascinating deep dive into the world of rare and extraordinary coins. Today, we're going to uncover the incredible story of the 2015 D. Lincoln penny, a coin that might seem like just a single cent at first glance, but has shocked the coin collecting community and treasure hunters alike with its astonishing estimated worth of $119 million. Yes, you've heard that right, a coin with a face value of just 1 cent, minted in the United States in 2015 at the Denver Mint, has captured global attention because of its unique errors, minting anomalies, and mysterious history that transformed it from a simple piece of copper-plated zinc into one of the most valuable coins ever discovered in modern times. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so common that millions pass through people's hands every single day. Yet hidden among them could be a once-in-a-lifetime find worth more than most luxury mansions. That's exactly the kind of story that makes the 2015 D. Lincoln penny such a captivating mystery. Its incredible value lies not in gold or silver, but in its fascinating imperfections, its rare minting mistakes, and the compelling story of how such an ordinary coin turned out to be one of the most extraordinary treasures of the modern numismatic world. The Lincoln penny has always been a beloved American icon, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Over the years, the design has evolved, but the 2015 D penny carries forward the same proud tradition, featuring Lincoln's famous portrait on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse, a design symbolizing national unity and strength. But unlike most of the billions of pennies struck that year, a handful of these 2015 D coins turned out to be unlike any others. These special coins carry subtle yet remarkable minting errors and physical anomalies that make them extraordinarily rare, turning a 1-cent piece into a multimillion-dollar collector's dream. To truly understand why this coin could command such a massive price tag, we need to dive deep into what makes it unique. The 2015 D penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, a formula the U.S. Mint has used since 1982 to reduce costs. However, this composition itself has sometimes led to inconsistencies in minting, ranging from planchet defects to plating errors that give rise to coins with unique visual and structural differences. In some cases, misaligned dies, doubling on the inscriptions or Lincoln's portrait, or even unusual mint mark placements have created rare variations that collectors obsess over. For the 2015 D. Lincoln penny, one of the main sources of fascination is the possibility of multiple overlapping errors combined in a single coin. Some experts suggest that certain examples may exhibit a rare double die obverse, where parts of the inscriptions like Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, or the date 2015 appear slightly double due to minor misalignments during the striking process. Others have noted off-center strikes, die cracks across the Union Shield, or even mispunched mint marks that create varieties unseen in regular circulation coins. When several of these errors happen simultaneously on one coin, the result is something entirely unique, and that uniqueness is what drives collectors to pay unbelievable prices. What truly pushes the 2015 D penny into the stratosphere of value, however, is not just one kind of mint error, but the mystery surrounding its creation. The Denver Mint, known for its precision, rarely produces significant minting mistakes. Yet, from time to time, due to high production speed, equipment wear, and pressure variations, a handful of coins emerge with unpredictable anomalies. When you consider that billions of pennies are minted every year, finding one with a rare and visible combination of errors becomes like finding a single grain of gold dust in a desert of sand. Collectors often say that rarity is the soul of value, and the 2015 D penny perfectly proves that. It's not made of precious metal, but it's precious because it's nearly one of a kind. It's the combination of extreme scarcity, historical intrigue, and the thrill of discovery that fuels its multi-million-dollar valuation. Some collectors believe that the few existing rare specimens of this coin are held tightly in private collections, rarely traded or even seen publicly. This air of secrecy adds to its legend, turning it into a coin that captures imagination as much as it commands financial worth. But let's think for a moment about how a single era penny could be valued at $119 million. The truth lies in the world of elite numismatics, where wealthy collectors are willing to pay extraordinary sums for coins that represent the pinnacle of rarity and story. A coin like this 2015 D penny doesn't just represent metal, it represents mystery, craftsmanship, and history colliding in an impossible way. Its price is a reflection of passion, competition, and the timeless human desire to own something utterly unique. Now, what kinds of specific errors could contribute to such staggering value? Let's explore them in detail. One of the most talked about possibilities is the double die obverse, where the inscription's date or Lincoln's profile shows signs of doubling. This happens when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly between strikes, creating a ghost-like second image. To collectors, a dramatic doubled die example, especially one with a clear doubled Liberty or 2015, is like striking gold. If a 2015 D coin exhibits this feature sharply, it could easily elevate its status into the realm of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever found. Another fascinating possibility involves off-center strikes. These occur when the blank coin, called the planchet, is not perfectly aligned between the dies during striking, causing part of the design to be missing or displaced. Depending on how dramatic the misalignment is, off-center coins can range from mildly interesting to incredibly rare. Some 2015 D pennies are believed to have up to 50% off-center strikes while still showing full mint marks and dates, an extremely unusual combination that drives up their desirability. Then there are die cracks and die breaks, natural results of die fatigue after striking millions of coins. On the 2015 D penny, a noticeable die crack across Lincoln's face, the Union Shield, or near the rim could indicate a late-stage die error, adding to its rarity. When such cracks create raised lines or shapes that resemble additional design features, collectors call them cuds or die chips, and certain patterns of these errors are especially sought after. A coin displaying an unmistakable, large die break in a visually dramatic spot could become a true treasure. Another subtle but highly collectible error is a repunched mint mark, where the D for Denver appears doubled, shadowed, or slightly out of alignment. In the early days, mint marks were manually punched, but even with modern machine methods, variations still occasionally occur. Some 2015 D pennies reportedly show a faint secondary D impression beneath the main one, making them standout examples among otherwise standard issues. And then, of course, we have the most elusive kind of minting anomaly, the transitional error. A transitional error happens when a coin is struck on a blank intended for a previous or different year's composition. While the 2015 D penny was officially struck on zinc planchets with copper plating, there's speculation that a handful might have been struck on leftover bronze planchets from earlier production cycles or test strikes. If such a specimen exists, it would be nothing short of legendary, a modern-day miracle of minting. Over time, coins like these develop a mythology around them. Collectors trade stories about them, historians research their origins, and treasure hunters dream of finding one in circulation. Every coin has a story, but few stories are as thrilling as a coin that could be worth more than $100 million. Imagine finding such a coin in your spare change, tucked inside a forgotten jar of pennies, or among an old collection passed down through generations. That's the kind of dream that keeps people searching, and it's part of what gives this coin its incredible allure. The 2015 D penny's value isn't just a reflection of its rarity, it's also a symbol of how deeply people connect with history through small objects.